Show me the feet.
Oh my god, dude! You saying that out of context?
Show me the feet. Okay, I've got an. Okay,
you
no.
Cut that into the beginning. You gotta.
No, we already got the other thing playing. The fucking.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
But that's so fucking funny, though.
Show me the feet.
I mean,
Welcome to the Operation STRIX podcast. I am your host, LaCroix. Joining me today is Cool Blue Rays.
hello.
And Sid, filling in for Pines.
Hello.
Hi, there you go. Broski is here listening in with us. He is having some connectivity issues, so unfortunately he won't be able to join the discussion. But he is here in the chat with us, so he'll be adding to the discussion through text. But all right, we're here to discuss chapter 81, which is an actual chapter, guys. It wasn't bullshit. Like I thought it was going to be, or at least I feared it was going to be with Endo's track record. I
went in with no expectations.
No expectations, which was a good thing. Which is a good thing to do because we actually got a really good chapter this week. I'm pleasantly surprised. Right off the bat, we've got okay, we don't. We'll get into who they are specifically, but we got a bunch of guys chasing after who is supposedly the mole for the SSS.
Yeah,
Winston Wheeler, which is a badass name. That was pretty.
Yeah,
cool
I
name.
wondered if the W thing was supposed to be for like whistleblower or something, but they didn't use the term.
Yeah.
But you know, probably fits.
So like. What did y'all think of this chapter? Like, I just let's start with that because it was actually a pretty short chapter, but it didn't feel that way at all. Like this was like jam packed with all that spy shit I like.
Yeah, I mean it was 20 pages long.
No, was it?
Yeah,
was it?
No, it was like 16 pages.
Oh, it says 20 on Manga Plus. Am I misreading that?
Well, that's like the.
Oh, they have other pages here. I see. Or
yeah.
Kind of. So like 17. 17.
So it wasn't too short, but.
No, it was. I think they were shockingly able to fit a lot of kind of heavy plot points into like this kind of introduction chapter, which is pretty cool. You know, they showed us the mole, they showed us that Wise and the SSS are in Shelesbury, which is apparently was at northwest Ostania.
Mm-hmm. So he was in West Dallas. That Pines is right about that. He crossed over the border.
And this is northwest, so yeah, it must be pretty close to the border or something, or at least enough to like take the train or something to travel there. So SSS took the train, and I find it interesting that they say that they're in SSS territory, which is weird because they already are in SSS territory. Or like maybe that means that there's like no Y's there, I guess. Well, maybe what that means is that they have certain like SSS headquarters in different regions of Ostania, and this is like one of their main hubs or something. Like this region has this headquarters, and this region has that, you know, spread out or something.
Yeah.
And is Wise only in that one like little area in
Berlin?
Yeah.
I
wonder if they have different bases.
Actually.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably have like little bases in other parts of Ostania. Berlin is just like one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like the main one.
Yeah. Broski's over here texting. He's saying it was uncharacteristically serious, this chapter. I was shocked by how much action they were putting into just like the first few pages to show us like, oh, here's this guy getting chased, he's getting shot at, he's like jumping up and smacking, like hitting people on the head with that briefcase of his. And
very badassly shooting people, tossing the gun over his shoulder, like very. It was like very kind of Loid characteristically when
Right.
I think it kind of came to his motions, because like there's a portion of the panel where he's like on top of someone with the briefcase and his eyes have like that whiteness around them and like the
Yeah.
little action lines and everything. And I'm remembering that didn't someone say they were wondering if this first portion of the chapter was actually like a jump in the future of a chase scene rather than
Yeah, that
like
was me.
the beginning? Oh yeah, that was you? Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at it
Oh.
now and I'm wondering if this is actually Loid because he's not wearing the same outfit as Winston did at the end of the chapter where he had like the glasses, he was he was a kind of shaven clean. He had like
Yeah.
the tie with the little jewel pin.
Yeah.
And this Winston is wearing just like a black jacket with a white button-up shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And also he's not shaven, so either it could be Loid, but I'm really not sure. Like we've been really racking our brain about trying to figure
Yeah.
out who Loid is in
Oh.
disguise.
Right. Well, Roski's saying it looks he either way, he looks like an evil Loid with a shitty haircut, which I completely agree with. I do think he has a shitty haircut, not gonna lie. But yeah.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
anyway.
Going back to the chapter.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty badass. So I'll
Yeah,
get
yeah.
into like the whole like who is who in a little bit. Because that's gonna be a big part of this episode is us trying to figure out what's going on here. But I will say that intro it was super badass, and it goes back to me saying like I love all this spy shit when it actually happens because it's like like you were saying, like he jumps up, knocks the dude with the suitcase, okay, comes up in front of him, the other dude's shooting, so he uses him as a shield, kills the other guy, does a front flip over the car and kills that dude, and he knocks out like 3 people in like under a minute, and I was like,
Yep.
that's so cool. But yeah, so like everyone's trying to find Winston Wheeler here because he has all of the documents about Wise and everybody else in Ostania, like they were talking about last chapter.
Yeah, all those recent mission files and stuff, including Operation Strix.
And they said that I think I'm not sure if they said he is directly responsible for all the spy purges, but they think he is.
Yeah, which is kind of cool that they were able to like come up with an actual explanation behind why they were losing so many agents in the first place. All the
Right.
way back to like the first couple of chapters and stuff when Loid was overworked, like double overtime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought that was the first thing I thought about too. Is like, well,
And
somebody.
I
No, go
think
ahead.
SK. Oh, sorry. I think SK said like someone on Reddit had mentioned that like, oh, we can thank Winston for Loid ending up with Yor
Yeah,
instead of
I was
another
just about to bring
agent.
that up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacrifices must be made.
Yeah. He's like, I got you, bestie. Kills all of the Wise agents.
To help his buddy
So
get a
hook you up
wife.
with a wife and child.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is the most insane crack theory for sure.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh, which we will get into. We got some crack theories for all of you listening, but yeah,
Oh, hell
we'll save
yeah.
that for later. But okay, so the plan is we got Loid, Fiona, and Mustache Agent, and they're in the car driving to Shelbury.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which I thought was
Shelbury.
going to be like, for some reason, I thought it would have like a beachfront coast or something because the
Yeah.
name was pretty cute. But
So people were given shit. Well, I wouldn't say give her shit because it's entirely justified that everyone's like, God damn it, Fiona, stop being thirsty, because she's like, we should just pull the plug on Operation Strix. It's too dangerous. And of course, Lloyd's like, oh, are you fucking crazy? We're not gonna do that. So everyone was like, Fiona's just being Fiona because she wants to be Mrs. Forger. I will, for the first time in my life, defend Fiona on this.
really?
Yeah, 100%. I think that was her being realist and telling Loid like, look, this is super dangerous. We could all die. Like, we need to pull the plug and regroup. And Lloyd's, I wouldn't say Lloyd's not thinking clearly because, obviously he's always thinking about things. And he's thinking about it in the long-term perspective of like, no, we put so many resources into this. So many people have died. We got to stick with it. But I don't think Fiona was being like, fuck your Forger on this. She's legitimately like, worried for Loid's sake, and is like,
Yeah.
we need to pull the plug on this. And
We didn't see her internal thoughts about her like sipping him, so it's like perhaps she's like being actually
Okay.
serious about it.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Well, she did.
I can see
Yeah.
your viewpoint here.
Yeah, she did kind of pause, I think, before having to mention, like, there could be a chance that Operation Strix has to end. And I love how Lloyd's like, just outright, like, don't be ridiculous. We'll find a way.
hmm
Handler sent us to retrieve those files, and that's what we'll do. And she just says, my apologies. No way to know for sure in the moment. I think if she had any ulterior motive about suggesting that it could end. Um, but I'm gonna try to give her the benefit of the doubt that she was just trying to think as a spy and not as a simp.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because my right, my thought on that is Roski's like, she's got a point for once.
Yeah.
I was just like, because I mean, in the very beginning, Loid was the same way. He was literally about to like let a child die just so he didn't die. So
Right.
like,
Right.
I still think Fiona's in that old school mindset of like, we're spies, this is our job. But Lloyd's still. I legitimately don't know what's going on in Lloyd's head because Eno never fucking tells us. But uh,
Mm-hmm.
I like to think
Uh,
he's got at least a little bit of attachment to the family, and just like thinking, not necessarily like I love them at this point, but he's like, uh, what's it called? He's like, if if we put it into Operation Strix, that just like throws everything we've done out the window, all of the effort that the family has put into this, and like,
Right.
I don't know,
I mean, basically, it's like the loss of it wouldn't be. It would be like disproportionate, I think, to like, for kind of foregoing Operation Strix would be kind of a waste of all this time and resources and the effort like he's put into like kind of introducing himself to Desmond. Like, when the fuck is he gonna get a chance to do that? It could be like another decade or something.
right,
If if he's lucky, if he even has that amount of time, to be fair. Um,
right.
so like
It's
no,
kind of
it's
like
like no,
a
it's kind of a
sunken
now or
cost
never. Like
fallacy.
yeah. That's exactly I think what kind of I was trying to think of, but I couldn't remember the
Yeah.
term. But yeah, it's like he already put all this time. Like it would not be worth it. It would be, like at this point, they would lose more than they would gain from letting go of Operation Strix because of how
Yeah.
much they've gained
yeah.
from this. Where Yor knows Melinda, Anya knows Damien,
Yeah.
and Lloyd has barely like penetrated Desmond's paranoid like bodyguard wall of protecting himself from
Yeah.
potential threats and enemies. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So they both have a point here. So like I said, I'll defend Fiona on this. I'm not saying I agree with her, but she's thinking clearly. I think they both are. It's just they have different opinions on the matter. Um, which moving on from that, they all split up. Fiona and Mustache Agent, they go their one way, and they tell Loid that his job is to keep the SSS occupied. All right.
yes,
And at that moment, we split. We go from Loid to Wheeler. Okay. And Wheeler's in a hotel, motel, whatever, and he's shaving. And so they're mirror images of Loid and Wheeler, and like I know their haircuts are different, but like I can't stop from thinking they look so similar. And so like
It's the eyes.
it is the eyes for sure.
The
mm.
It's just
menacing
that,
eyes.
yeah, like fucking snake eyes. No. Like a
They also
doll's
kind of
eyes.
have
No.
like that slicked back hair sort of look that Lloyd sometimes does.
Yeah,
Also blonde.
blonde. We're assuming blonde.
Probably
Yeah,
blonde. Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
Maybe a dirty blonde. We don't know.
yeah. And I don't know because we've got okay. So and then we cut ahead, and this is the part where things start getting messy. Is so it's supposedly Wheeler. He's on top of the roof and he's staring out and he's looking at all the wise agents that are stationed everywhere.
That he was able to somehow pick apart already.
Right. Which, to
Damn.
people's credit, if they do believe this is Wheeler, I mean, he has information on all of the wise agents. So, like,
Right, so he would know like more than
Oh
likely how
damn.
they look, even maybe with the disguise on. I don't know
right,
how thorough those documents are, but you know.
right.
Oh,
So,
did you see Ruski's comment?
It's intentional. Wheeler is most definitely set up as a foil.
Mm.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the looks for
Very
sure, and then
interesting.
also Loid had mentioned that him and Wheeler had been on missions together, and that he was a very talented agent.
I know Loid was even acknowledged like, yeah, he's a good agent. Or like,
Yeah,
They've been
yeah,
infiltrating either like
was.
regions, like Lloyd in
right,
Ostania, and then Wheeler in Gustalis. So
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
that's a pretty good foil as well, like uh just with like I guess their roles in their work.
yeah, they're both mirror images, basically. Um, okay, so I guess the best way to handle this is to, as we go through these next few scenes, is to present both sides, because people are disagreeing on who is Loid and who is Wheeler, because both of them, we're assuming, are masters of disguise. Um, so obviously for this one, it looks like Wheeler, and if it was Wheeler, he would probably know who the wise agents are because he's got all the intel on them.
Yeah.
For those who think it's Loid, he is arguably wearing the same stuff that Loid wears. He has the little binocular things that we've seen Loid use before,
Mhm.
and he's also got the gloves. And he's got
and the
that
hat.
look, those eyes. Those are Loid eyes. Like I'm like fairly certain those are Loid eyes, but I don't know. That's just
It's like the coat, the hat, the glasses. Yeah, you said the
yeah,
gloves.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does feel very like Lloyd
Plus, I
Twilight to
feel
me.
like specifically Yuri pointing out that it's a green tie
Mm.
feels like that feels like a little hint,
Oh,
maybe that it's Lloyd. I don't know. That could be
yeah.
reading a little too into it, but like that's an interesting detail to point out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that whole scene where he's talking with Yuri, I mm, obviously I don't know for sure, but I'm like 100%. I'm going all in that is Loid. Oh, Brilsky saying the one with Yuri is Wheeler. I disagree.
Mm.
I think that's Loid
Well.
because no.
Mm.
Oh, go ahead, Blue.
Oh, no, well, I honestly thought it might just be the other guy, the one in the black coat with the scar over his face,
Mm-hmm.
just because that also seems likely to be fair, but, like, honestly hard for me to say. We're getting very small bits and pieces of, you know, who is who right now. We don't know where Loid is really. They're very much covering it up. So I feel like both are pretty reasonable possibilities, you know?
So you're thinking that the Scar agent that he's Wheeler?
No, I think that that's Loid in disguise meeting up with Wheeler, potentially, to like
Mm,
infiltrate on the whole SSS meet up with Wheeler. Because like we've talked about, Lloyd's job was to keep Wheeler away from the SSS. Easiest way to do that is for Wheeler to believe that he is maybe meeting up with them when he's really not. Um, I guess the only thing that could break that is that how would Lloyd have known that Wheeler last minute changed to going to the park then? So yeah,
mm.
okay, well I just broke my own theory.
But
Damn it.
That's
like, where
okay.
else would Lloyd be? Because we see where Sylvia is. So,
Wait,
Oh
Sylvia's
no,
there?
that's
or I
Fiona with
mean
the black.
Fiona.
Yeah,
I got it messed up.
Okay,
it's okay. I know
that's okay.
she kind of looked like Sylvia. I'm not
A
gonna lie
little bit, yeah,
with that black wig. It's
yeah,
and I think especially with the glasses.
yeah. She looks so hot. I'm just gonna say that out.
Oh my god.
Like,
So Fiona makes a
Same.
better
Same.
black haired beauty than her weird white hair that no one ever comments on.
yeah, I don't know.
Fair
Plus the
point.
glasses. I don't know.
It's true. I get it.
Yeah,
I get
but
it.
yeah. Anyway, going back to the freaking that meetup with Yuri. I think it's Loid because I don't know. Okay, so he's there. Oh, Yuri's there. Then Wheeler, quote unquote, shows up, and he's like, "You a new recruit?" And Yuri's like, "Oh my god, blah blah blah." Yeah, he knows I'm a member of the SSS. I think that was Loid fucking with Yuri.
Oh my god.
That's what
Because
I was thinking.
I don't know under any circumstance why this guy would just go up to some random person and be like, "Are you a new recruit?" Like that would just be like super suspicious if he wasn't and like made the wrong, because we're assuming that he doesn't know who Yuri is, if it is Wheeler. So if he was wrong, he would have just blown his entire cover. But
Ooh,
he knows for sure
okay.
that it's Yuri, so I'm like, that's gotta be Loid just fucking with him.
So you think, okay, well, now I'm starting to wonder here. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I'm wondering if that phone call Wheeler, I'm thinking that's the real Wheeler in the motel room. I'm wondering if the call he got came from Loid in disguise, or like he disguised his voice and then was able to take or steal some of Wheeler's clothes from his motel room or something, or tie him up there, and then maybe disguise himself as him, wearing the proper uniform with the the tie and the gemstone, whatever tie clip and stuff. Maybe that could be what happened.
I don't know. My only thing would be if Loid knew what motel room he was in, he wouldn't have called him. He would have just gone there, I think. Or maybe he's maybe he did know. I don't know. Maybe he found out one way or another, and then tried to because he wanted to make sure the documents were there. Roski is saying he thinks it's Wheeler because he sees Yuri as a rookie. He's saying you're being too obvious, like telling him like you're being too obvious, like you need to chill. Which is fair. I could see that because even Yuri's like, stay cool, don't freak out,
right?
And then he's like,
ew, it's so hard because it's like you can read his intentions as like this could be the real Wheeler or this could be Loid pretending to be Wheeler, and it's like it could work either way. This is so nerve-wracking.
Which is great. Like this is the spy shit I love seeing. Like
I love that they're making us, the audience, guess like, is it really Wheeler? Could it be Loid? Like it's so fucking
like
hard to tell.
The last arc, it's like I'm now questioning, where is Loid? He's gotta be somewhere.
Where are you,
pop
Loid?
Up somewhere.
Someday you'll come back from the war. No. God. Roski's like, it only took 80 chapters for spy shit to happen, which I'm glad we're getting in at least. Okay, so that the Yuri meetup happens. Wheeler tells him to meet at the park instead because there's a lot of rats in the area. And so we get to the park. I know for a fact it is Loid and Wheeler talking with each other. Okay. Dude on the left, I think, is Loid. The dude on the right, I think, is Wheeler. Because back when Yuri was talking with who we assume is Wheeler, he's like, it's a gemstone tie pin on a green tie. That's how he knows it's Wheeler. Okay. Both of these guys are wearing the same lapel on their ties. All right.
Well, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did. Like, I know we were wondering who the hell was like this other guy with the black jacket and black hair. Yeah. As like we had noticed him, but he actually did appear with the SSS officers when during like the first couple of pages. Like he was shown with some like a balding man and a guy with a little mustache, and the guy in the middle is him apparently with sunglasses on.
Interesting.
So I think he is a real SSS officer, so maybe this Wheeler that we see is actually Loid, and the other guy is just a regular SSS officer or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just scratching my brain. I'm like, I don't know what to expect.
I know.
I think. Well, because okay, let's assume that the dude who took the phone call at the motel, that's Wheeler. Okay. Assuming that is him, maybe he got a call from the SSS, and that's how he knew that. Maybe he disguised it. After that, they told him, look, Twilight's probably going to try to intercept you. We need to intercept him trying to intercept you.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. So then he, dressed up as one of the other agents, and then we see Loid. Because I'm fairly certain the dude on the left is Loid, because that's his hat, that's his gloves, that's his jacket.
As soon as we leave, when he's like saying Roger that, and we see like the hotel, I can see what you're saying, where he's he's up on the rooftop. That's so Loid because he just like looks at things from above.
Yeah,
and then the eyes squinting. Looking at, and then he's looking at all the different WISE agents. Like
that could just be like regular WISE training kind of style. I don't know. Maybe they do have different styles, but that seems like kind of standard to like survey your locations on a rooftop with binoculars, right?
Right, but like I also think that
Maybe
like
maybe
Wheeler
the same thing. I could
knows.
kind of believe like it could be Loid due to the gloved hands, and I think the only reason, like I don't know, I'm thinking about this right now. I feel like Loid would only wear gloves because he doesn't want a chance for like someone. I don't know. Maybe it's just because like you can't really cover up fingerprints or something. That's why he
Mm-hmm.
kind of does that. In
Yeah,
general.
yeah. Roski's saying it's all
This is
purposeful,
messing
which
with
I
me.
agree.
This is messing with me.
I just think I think Wheeler would know like Wise's MO, like how they operate. That's why he would assume like Twilight, like he knows Twilight is in Ostania, so he's like, all right, they probably got Twilight on me, so this is probably the most likely thing that's going to happen.
Mm.
So like I should go in disguise, and then obviously I have no idea. I'm just throwing
Well, I
things
mean,
against the wall.
We just haven't seen Loid since the.
Yeah, I mean, if Loid knows
since he said,
Wheeler's a
"Roger
good
that."
agent, then Wheeler has to know Loid's also a good agent too, which means he'd probably be very, suspicious of potentially someone coming to him that looks like someone he should trust or can trust, and it could just be Loid in disguise.
Yeah.
Oh man, they both say Roger that in those 2 pages.
I know.
They're literally like looking at each other, being like, Roger that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like Roski said that. It's like you can see how they mirror each other literally in one of the pages. It's like
I know.
these 2 pages here. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Plus from
Where's
behind.
Loid?
I know, and then
Where is he?
There's like so many points for both sides, because if you go back to the motel and there's that shot of Wheeler from behind, he looks exactly like Loid, and I'm like I don't know what the fuck to believe.
Oh my god. Is he? I wonder if like
we're about
Wheeler's
to lose our
gonna be
goddamn
like
minds.
more. Is he gonna be more permanent character, or is he just gonna be in this? Like,
oh, I would.
God,
love that.
I would love
he's just gonna be in this.
if he came
arc.
back or something, or like maybe
like...
he came back to the SSS, but he didn't succeed with the briefcase thing with all the files. Like if he came back like that, and he was like, I know how Wise and Twilight works. I know how to find this guy.
Yeah.
Shit.
Daybreak wishes he could be Wheeler.
Literally.
Daybreak who?
But like, yeah, if this guy does stay like a permanent fixture of the plot now and is with the SSS, that's gonna make Twilight's job a lot harder.
Yeah.
Whew.
Okay, so here's all right. I want to go back to the beginning, like we were talking about, of how I think this might be a jump forward. That beginning scene is all right. So I've got to cut. It's all circumstantial, of course, but I'm thinking. So the whole sequence, it's very Twilight like. Okay. Like you were mentioning the eyes, and then he's like a fucking cat. Loid's a little fucking feral cat.
He's got the same moves as Loid, and I don't know if it's because like he just studied Twilight enough to like learn those moves, or if this is just kind of natural for a lot of Wise agents to act like fucking cats or something. They all got cat training in them.
They do. And I'm also thinking like these guys that are chasing him, they don't look like Wise agents. Like they look like SSS, or at least I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. And especially they're like straight up just like chasing him around in the open. I don't think Wise would do that.
Well, they
could
were
be wrong about that. I don't know.
It wasn't really in the open. It was like kind of in the back of buildings, alleyways, kind of thing. To be fair, it is kind of hard to tell what like the time of day is in this. It could be darker. I'm trying to remember, because I don't remember if Endo really tried to show the time of day like that, even much in like the chapter 2 with Yor and stuff, and they're getting chased by those cat burglars. I don't think so. So maybe this is like during a darker time of the day anyway, to kind of explain that. I will also here.
Yeah, I would also say, and this is just me being nitpicky, but that when he like throws the gun, he's like, "Phew!" Like Loid says that like several times in the series.
The hell? This guy either stole these moves from Twilight or Twilight stole them from him, and I don't know which is funnier.
Damn it!
Like, you know what's funny though?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? The fact that Yuri like recognizes the green tie pin, but not Loid's disguise having a Wise pin. You'll recognize that tie pin, but not the wise pin.
Listen, he's still new.
Just goes
He's
over his
trying his
head.
best, yeah. So I don't know, guys. Like, damn, like it. This is probably the first chapter in a long time where I'm just like, I am like, I'm fully invested in this because I have no clue what's going to happen or like how it's going to play out. Um, Obviously, I don't think Wheeler's going to be successful in getting the plans to SSS, but I don't know. Maybe something significant will happen. Like maybe he'll be a recurring villain or something like that. I don't know.
I think what might happen is like they still might lose a couple files and then their agents will have to go like underground or something. Maybe.
Mm,
And that could also strain, of course, their resources, their manpower. It could be kind of like a bittersweet sort of like, we won, but we didn't get everything sort of
right.
situation. Hard to
We,
say.
yeah. I would love that if there was still consequences.
Yeah, like still a loss there because they unfortunately they still had a mole in their ranks, and
Right.
like this guy is really fucking good at his job. It's clear that he's very talented in fighting. He's very talented in espionage.
Yeah.
Like somehow he was, I don't know how, but he was able to break into their ranks and hide in plain sight all that time. Like they didn't say how many years he was there, did they? I would assume it'd have to be a long haul mission, probably like 5+ years or something, right? Maybe even
It's
Well,
more than
literally
that.
Lloyd's foil.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah,
like because people can't find Twilight out because he's just so good at his job.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
just wonder if they'll like leave, with some of the files. I wonder if like the SSS will like find out that like Operation Strix is a thing, but just
Oh god.
doesn't know
Oh
like the details of it. So they're just like, what is Operation Strix and what are they doing?
shit.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
they might
that
get like
actually makes sense
they
because
might even get like the briefest of like summaries of, oh, this is about infiltrating Desmond's inner circle kind of thing. Like they might get that, but they wouldn't
yeah,
know how it's done, how they could possibly do it. And I'm sure they would overlook like, using Damien Desmond to like try to get closer to the family and stuff like through that way. They'd probably figure it'd probably be through like work, political reasons,
yeah.
some other kind of underground bullshit, like blackmail, assassination attempts. I don't know.
It would make sense because if you think all the way back to chapter 5, the castle, um, where all those agents are there, and he does the Morse code, and he tells them, he's like, "This is part of Operation Strix. Don't worry about the details. I just need y'all to do this." So like,
Right.
I don't think the typical agent knows what is going on with Operation Strix. I think only the higher ups do. So that might be it. That might be Wheeler getting away with it, but not anything that would directly impact Loid specifically, but it would make his
It
job
would put a
harder.
strain. It would
Yes,
definitely
that's what
put
I
a
believe too.
strain. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, no one is probably going to assume that you'd be using children or a fake family to try and get to Desmond that way. Um,
Yeah.
oh, speaking of Desmond,
Just
I actually wanted to point out another detail, and this is just a guess from me, but I know the SSS said at one point that, or was it the SSS or the mustache agent? Something about how the current Austanian government doesn't want anything actually to do with this mission. They don't want anything to do with this mall sneaking into Wastalas, trying to get files from Wise. They don't because they want deniability in their part in their role in this. And my guess is that this could have if this mission started or this mole operation started like years ago. I'm willing to bet money that Desmond's the one who approved it in the first place or something. And he had a big part to be like, yeah, we should totally have one of our own sneak into Y's agency and after a number of years come back with files and stuff.
Hmm.
Obviously, at this point, Desmond isn't in power anymore, but I could believe that he was the one who maybe started that mission in the first place. And it's like they're trying to bring him home and shit. Yeah, that's my theory though.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good theory. It does
so
beg the
many things
question of
could
why they
happen.
mentioned it in the first place. Um, yeah. So I don't know, and I will uh, concede that that's kind of how it works in the real world. A lot of these missions aren't directly sanctioned by like the government, but
right. Like they're
they're
not
carried
technically,
out
the SSS are technically not supposed to be doing this. That's why they're in disguise in the first place.
right. But
The
it's their
female
job to do
the female officer
it.
said like, what's with this cloak and dagger act? And it's like, yeah, well, we're not technically allowed to be doing this. Like, we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
But
but they
they
want
are.
us to do it. Yeah.
Or like the director still wants to do it or something. Like he's not worrying about it. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
it's one of their own, so they're gonna try to get him back if they can.
Right,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yep.
So this, I mean, we're just scratching the surface on this. Like I said, this is a pleasant surprise. Well, maybe not a surprise, but I was keeping my expectations low on this.
Same.
Because I didn't want a
Same,
repeat
yeah.
of the hospital. Like
Or
like the hospital
hijacking.
was
I'm still
Oh,
really
God, the
current about
hospital?
the hospital.
Oh yeah, the hospital, that was pretty bad too. When we thought, oh my god, Loid could actually get taken into the SSS. We also had theories about like what kind of confrontation could there be, and then it was just
Literally
Frankie,
it was just a
Frankie and
joke
Fiona.
God damn
because
it,
Frankie and
Fionky.
Fiona,
Fionky.
Fionky.
they ruined our goddamn SSS plot. Damn it!
They did.
But this is happening a second time, so it's like
It
with
can't.
SSS
They
and
can't do that
Ys,
again.
so
That'd be
they
criminal.
can't fake us out another
It'd be
time.
criminal of Endo to do
Right.
that.
There's gotta be something that like the SSS is gonna gain from this, whether it's like
Right.
very
Well, we'll
like,
see.
minor.
I'm gonna keep my expectations like low if I
Yeah.
can, because like
Yeah.
I am really happy with this chapter, believe me, but I don't want to over speculate beyond what we already know and kind of the information we're getting.
Yeah, we don't know how long Endo's gonna have us pulled through this
Yeah.
series, so we just have
Yeah.
no idea
Yeah.
what he has in mind.
Yeah. Bro, well, and to Roski's credit, he talked about last episode how it's like it's really hard to bullshit your way out of this one because it's not Operation Strix, which is the focal point of a gag manga. This is the entire Ostanian branch of Ys getting royally fucked if this goes south. So you can't make it funny, or it would be very hard for Endo to do that in a way that makes sense. And that wouldn't be very disappointing. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna play it straight with this. I hope because yeah, like you said, I love
You
this.
can't make a
chapter.
joke out of this. This is way too. It's like it seems too serious. Like,
Yeah, it's way too spy thrillery, which I am all for. I am signed up 100% on this. It's my shit. But as far as any more speculation on this before we talk about, I want to touch on the whole Your subplot and whether or not you think this is actually going to tie in to this in some way.
I was about to say because I just remembered. I'm like, oh yeah, like Lloyd's like, we'll talk when I get back. So I just
Right. So he's been gone for like, we'll assume it's the same day, right? I mean,
probably.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming it has to be because
Probably.
they're still in Ostania. I don't think like Berlin is that far away from wherever this
With the
shelter
hijacking arc,
is.
that was a whole day. So this
Yeah.
could end up being a day.
Yeah, well,
could be.
because I mean, if we're assuming it's based on actual Europe, like Europe, you can travel 2 hours to be in a different country, so it's probably not too far away.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like driving from like Texas to Oklahoma City, like Dallas to Oklahoma City, like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's
going
true.
From state to state.
Yeah. So do you think?
Okay.
Okay, maybe this is like a few days. And maybe he's gone for like 2 or 3 days or something like that. Right after having an argument with his wife.
Calling home like, sorry, babe, I gotta be out for a little longer. I'm not doing anything suspicious. It's for work. Got a sudden work business trip.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
And then Yor finally has something to like have a thing about. So
an ick about.
Do you think that's the direction it's gonna go? Is like Yor's gonna have a legitimate gripe after this?
That'd be kind of entertaining.
Believe it. I mean, I could believe it. He spends a lot of time with Y's work, like beyond his mission right now. And if this Wheeler thing happens, that could make the problem worse, and that could make Yor legitimately like upset.
Yeah.
So she saw him going to the hospital, and then if she doesn't see him come back for like a while,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just
Or what
kinda
if she she
"Mm."
tries to come over to the hospital to, like, see him and say she's sorry, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, Dr. Forger isn't here." And she's like, "Oh, fuck, what the hell happened to my husband?"
Where
Mm.
is he at?
Yeah, if he's not at work all day at the hospital, where the fuck is he?
Mm.
I could kinda believe that could happen.
Imagine Yuri coming back saying causing shit again, being like, "Your husband wasn't at work. He's cheating on you."
Oh
Oh
my
my
god! What? Oh
god.
my god! What if
Bringing
Yuri
that
came
back
back and
again.
he's like, I got called away to Shellberry, and then I saw your husband there. That seems suspicious.
Oh my
You're like,
god. Shut up, Yuri, shut up. What were you doing in Shellsbury,
hey,
Yuri?
don't worry about that.
Spider-Man meme where they're just like pointing at each other. What are you doing here?
He's like, I won't tell if you won't. He's like, damn it, you
Oh
got
my
me.
god. Oh my god, I actually love that if they were,
I
like,
know
caught
what
each
you are.
other at, like, not at work or something, like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" "Well, what
Just
the
like
fuck are
walking down
you
the
doing
street,
here?"
like after the
It's like,
mission.
"We don't say anything about the CR." It's like, "Agreed."
Agreed. Oh, I would love that. I
I
would
would love
love them
that.
having their own little secret together, but they still hate
Yeah.
each other. It's like,
It's
damn
like,
you,
"We
Yeah.
just can't make you upset," that's really it, like, worrying
damn you,
her or
Loy Loy.
something. Yeah. Well, damn you,
Uh,
Yuri.
yeah, Yuri. I
She's
don't
like,
know.
"Will you shut
You?
up?"
You.
Says it out loud to him. Will
God,
you
he calls
shut
him
up?
Riri.
Riri.
Loid and Riri.
Riri. Oh my god. I
Oh
don't know.
my
LBB.
god.
Do you think maybe this will be I mean it might be for both like development for both of them, but do you think it might also be Loid like almost losing Yor and Anya or like Operation Strix in general and him having like this like newfound appreciation for Yor and just being like, "Hey, I'm sorry." Like
I don't
Man, I
well
know.
would.
like he
I
realizes
mean,
that
it'd
this
be
could all
nice.
just go south immediately and like, you know, it would ruin Yor and Anya's life if he just like if all of this shit went south because there's no guarantee that they would be safe, you know, if let's say Wheeler does get back to the SSS, gives them all this information, like yeah, maybe Loid might dip from the country, but that would leave Yor and Anya by themselves to like deal with the
Well,
consequences.
remember Lloyd said a long time ago, when he first suspected of Yor knowing about Yuri being an SSS officer, that with family and being in the SSS, Yor would be safe.
I don't know
So,
how far that would go though if she was an accomplice
ugh.
to an operation
Well,
to like
well, okay, at this point, if it were to happen, she didn't know anything about it. I think there would be enough deniability for her to get off for it because
I
she
don't
didn't
know about
know.
that.
Are you
I don't
sure?
think about that. Yeah, because it's like
Ugh.
how suspicious would it be? She's like, "Oh yeah, I just randomly married this guy because I had to." Like, I don't like she has no cover for herself at this because she is
Well,
guilty. She's an assassin, so like
I really hope that
shit.
we get a garden arc eventually.
Oh
Like,
god, please, please, please.
I'm
Sorry.
begging. I'm literally
I
begging. Like about
I
being the
really
spy stuff going on right now. I'm like, man,
ah.
this is really making me
I
anxious for like
you
your
know, what would be
garden
great,
stuff.
Endo? It would be great if we saw some other assassins from Garden, some other fucking assassin coworkers or something, please, please,
I will
please.
We
die
got
on
Big
this
Man.
hill. That
Big
garden
Man's
is
good.
like
No,
sus.
he's
Is very
awesome, but
sus.
I really want some other people there too.
No.
And I also want just Lloyd to be jealous of like a cool assassin coworker that yours close to or some bullshit.
You mean what was his face?
No,
The
no,
knight?
don't say anything. Don't say anything. We don't talk about that.
I just like I feel so sus about like the garden and everything, and I'm like, I wonder if they're like
I know.
indoctrinating your.
But I just want some other cool characters. Like I want there to be like a queen and a king, a joker, or like other kind of royal family members, assassins. Like if that's the theme they're going for, I want that or like a fairy tale thing.
I want
That'd be
Anya to be a
interesting.
princess, man. Come on,
Like
have her
Rumpelstiltskin or something.
Okay, we're gonna get Rumpelstiltskin. What
Sleeping
kind of
Beauty.
once upon a time bullshit is this?
Yeah, or like a Sleeping Beauty thing where like they'll poison you and you'll go to sleep forever. Bullshit.
She's got the 7 dwarves.
Man, the fact that this is
God.
also probably not going to be like very comical is because Anya isn't around. So it's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yours
She
not
was
around
specifically
either.
brought out like with Becky to go do something. So
Right.
definitely like there's not
Like
going to be a
Anya
lot
has
of comedy.
no idea about any of this. She's totally
Right.
oblivious for the first
Which,
time in
thank
forever.
God we didn't get the zoo chapter like we were worrying about last episode.
Still kind of,
We're specifically hanging out with Loid and Wise, which is
I
like
still
great.
kind of suspect that could happen. To be honest, like that could show up next.
No,
chapter.
don't say that because
Maybe-
like imagine Anya's
Or
like
at the
nearby.
end, or
I
at
can't.
the end, or something of the
Yeah.
arc. She could just be like one quick little, oh yeah, I was with the giraffes and monkeys and rhinos. It was really cool, Papa, and that would be the end of the arc. Oh.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about
We're
this.
like all over the place.
Well, okay, we're gonna get even more all over the place because we're gonna move on to the crack theory discussion
God.
thread.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh
So
Lord.
let me throw some backstory for all the listeners here. So a few weeks ago, when we were asking for listener theories, I had told Blue, "Hey, put this on Tumblr," and so she did. But I wasn't specific in what kind of theories, so
Oh,
she
yeah.
put crack theories. And so
Yeah.
we've been getting a lot of crack theories on Tumblr, and for the past like few weeks, I've just been like collecting them. So
Oh
now
shit.
we're just gonna go through them. Cause some of these are pretty good, and actually some of them have to deal with everything. Some of the things we just talked about. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna list these out like rapid fire, and I'm just gonna ask your opinions on this.
Okay.
So all right,
We're gonna
first
get
one.
some fresh reactions here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some fresh crack going. Here's Tari's.
Crack.
Jeeves is Martha and McMahon's son, a powerful family of loyal butlers.
Honestly, that's kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of
Yeah?
into that theory.
Hell yeah!
I'm about it too.
I'm not.
I want
yeah,
Jeeves
I'm
to be a
kinda into that.
badass.
I want him to be like a cool bodyguard, yeah, like
Right.
his mom, and then kind of a cool gentleman like his dad, and also kind of cleans up really well, like
Yeah. I just feel like if the Black Belts have a badass like assassin butler, that the Desmond should also have a badass assassin butler.
they should. Honestly, they
Mhm.
should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna put our stamp of approval on this one.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a stamp and I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'll figure that out later.
Approved.
Post production.
Yeah. Okay, another crack theory. Loid isn't a natural blonde, and he just bleaches it for the mission.
Oh my God! What is his actual hair color then?
I don't know.
Is
Y'all
he a
would know
ginger?
about hair colors more than me. So, like, what
But he was
color
blonde
do
as
you
a
think Loid's hair
child.
is?
He was born as a child, so what? His
So
mom
actually, part of the theory is that it darkened as he got older. Because that's kind of what happened with Mrs.
Oh.
Crow. Mrs. Crow's
Oh.
blonde, but her hair got darker as she grew
Me
up.
too. Me too.
Oh,
I'm
see,
the
there you
exact
go.
Same. I was
So
born
he's a
with
ginger,
blonde.
Roski.
Rosa
He's a
Ginger.
That's what I said. He's like, maybe he's just a secret ginger.
Secret Ginger.
Oh my god. Okay, well, that would be fucking hilarious if he dyed his hair all the time to keep it consistently blonde for some reason.
Yor just walks in and he's dyeing his hair with foil and everything. He's just
With the brushes and everything.
He's at the hair salon, like under that big hair dryer thing, and like just chilling there. Like, I gotta get this, gotta get those luscious blonde curls in.
like yeah, him and
Imagine Lloyd
Frankie are at the
having a child and
hairdresser
just
getting a
ginger.
mani patty. Like,
Oh my god, he's getting his perm done. That great perm.
perm done. He's not naturally curly haired either.
They're all lying to us. Their real hair color isn't
His
that.
hair just like goes down like straight like a dog.
It's like Finn from Adventure Time. He just has these like luscious like
Oh my
mane.
God.
And it's just...
But imagine like Lloyd and Yor have a child and he just comes out ginger.
Yeah, that would be a fun way for him to find out. Yours like, I swear nothing happened. Lloyd's like, no, I have a secret to tell
Oh
you.
my god. Oh my
I'm
god.
secretly ginger.
I must confess, yeah. Oh my god,
Oh.
love it. My
so
sides
dumb.
hurt. Yeah.
My cheeks
All right.
hurt from laughing and smiling.
All right. Let me
What? What?
here.
Throw another one at us. Come on.
Here's one from Hip. Anya and Fiona are related.
No,
because they're the only ones with different hair.
Oh my god.
Which
gonna
is
fucking kill her.
Right. So Fiona's an experiment? I don't know.
So her Hip. So she has like a very detailed theory about how like it goes back to the whole like Anya is like ex-princess and like she's from like a different culture or whatever.
Right.
Which is like something I've talked about, but for the actual crack part, she thinks that Fiona and Anya are like from that same like culture or like family, and so they're related, and that's why they have the same color. And I love this theory because that would mean that Anya and Fiona are related, so that she would be like Loid's niece or something like that. I don't even know.
Oh my god.
She's like,
I actually always had like a little headcanon. I never really shared it, but I always wonder, like, I wonder if Fiona comes from like a rich household or something and just became a spy.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know. She kind of gave me vibes like I feel like she grew up like well-to-do sort of, or came from like a rich household and kind of gave up that life to be a spy for, hopefully good intentional reasons. But yeah, it she just gives me that vibe, I guess.
That's fair. She is very like, I don't say, maybe snooty, I guess.
She
like,
seems a bit prim.
Yeah.
I don't know if proper, because I mean she is obviously a spy.
Haughty.
A little snobbish, maybe.
Snobbish. No, not like that, Sid.
Like what?
Haughty. That's a word. Like stuck up. Like
yeah.
No, well, I mean she was hot in this chapter, but no. Next one.
Okay.
Next theory. Emil has a crush on Anya, which is funny. It comes out left field because I think this person is thinking of Ewan, because Ewan was the one who had like the space thing with Anya.
Oh yeah. No, I don't remember their names. And I feel
it's okay. I don't remember them either half the time. But that's actually funny because I know in the Damie Anya server I'm in, sometimes people like to headcanon that like they're like he might have a crush on Anya, but like maybe didn't do anything about it because Damien liked her and stuff, or like a little bit of a love triangle thing. Like I don't know. People throw out like different headcanons and ideas for their own fanon version of like the Eden kids as they like get older and stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I never really thought about that, of them, like one of them even liking her. Like actually I thought Emil might have liked Anya a little bit, only because the scene when like Damien kind of like realizes he kind of likes her maybe, and she's crying, like Ewan was Emil, he was like blushing a bit, but I didn't know if that was just like shock or
that was all of them. I think all of them at one point have been like blushing at them, which makes me add on to the crack theory of like I think all three of them have a crush, but they're little boys, so they're like fucking girls, like I don't like girls, blah,
exactly.
blah, and they're just like
exactly.
They make fun of they make fun of her and stuff, so it's like
that's the shitty behavior little kids can do to each other. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
So
stamp of approval on that. Everyone loves Anya.
Stamp of approval.
Everyone loves Anya.
Woo!
Woo!
A good woo. See. Here's a good one. Max is a former experiment given to Demetrius and Damien as a guard dog.
Ooh. Okay, I do like that one.
Yeah.
I can vibe with that, yeah.
Stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval.
Yeah. We gotta figure out that stamp.
I know. We're actually gonna have to come up with it.
Yeah,
maybe it's just gonna be my face. Bird face.
A crow with like an emoji thumbs up.
just my like a big old thumbs up emoji on my bird body.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or you can color it black so it looks like a wing or something.
I guess.
I don't know.
Well, maybe. Let's see.
The eagle's noises.
Here's mine. Well, it's not mine. It's Pine's. But since he's not here, I'm gonna say it.
Oh my
Loid
God.
doesn't wear socks. That's my crack theory.
Oh yeah, I
my
think
God.
I've heard Fives mention
We've
that.
joked about that for so fucking long. Like, oh, this man doesn't wear socks. It's gross.
He doesn't wear socks.
He doesn't
Anytime
want
you
wet
see him, he
socks,
has
and
no
I
socks.
respect that. What if he just steps in a puddle and he just doesn't like wet socks, so he doesn't wear them? He's just raw dogging it.
Did you have to say it like that?
At least
Yes.
his grippers have been out, haven't they?
Oh, God!
He's just raw dogging it.
I can't breathe. You guys gotta stop.
Oh man.
Has he? Well, he walks around. Does he walk around the house in like slippers and he just doesn't have any socks on?
Well, that's a normal thing to do.
I think
Yeah.
he's worn socks or slippers before.
So he
Yor
has
does.
worn socks.
Yeah, Yor also wears socks and slippers. So I'm assuming he does too.
So he's not an absolute criminal.
Absolute. It's just freaking nature.
War crimes.
War crimes.
I just think he's wearing like ankle length socks and they're just getting covered up by his shoes or something. You know, but you
He's
don't
wearing
see
those,
them.
like,
What? You
What
don't
about those
wear
types of
ankle
socks?
socks for dress shoes. That's all I'm saying.
What about those types of socks that like people wear like with flats and stuff? You know, that just go around like
Oh God!
just the
You mean
toes.
pantyhose?
and the
Socks and
Is
ankles.
Lloyd wearing
sandals?
pantyhose?
What the fuck?
Flesh-colored pantyhose.
No.
Girl,
She said it.
you said it. What are the
You implied it.
No, I'm talking about the socks that you wear when you wear like flats and stuff. Like
I have no idea what that means, Sid. I'm a boy.
they
Oh,
look like
dear
discs, and they just go around like they just go up like on your heels.
Yeah.
So like they're not meant to be seen, but they're socks. But they're
Yeah.
not like.
Are you just talking about like
full-on.
knee-high socks or like really long stockings with like the little garter belt or something? What?
Hold on.
I'm really
Does-
confused.
What are those things called? Not are they garter belts? No, we're
They're
like
cut no show socks.
The suspenders?
yeah, those
lo-
are ankle socks. Yeah,
That was-
suspenders.
Those are.
Yeah, but you don't wear ankle socks for dress shoes.
Well, I don't know. He could. He's a weirdo.
No, because it rubs against the back of your heel and it fucking
Oh.
hurts.
Oh. I
Unless
see
you're just
no
into that
from
sort of thing.
personal
He's a
Please,
freak.
experience.
but-
do you consider these ankle socks?
Where is in the chat? Okay, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Let me
Those are
see.
ankle socks to you.
Bombas.
You
What the fuck are the?
That's what I'm talking about. They're low cut, no show socks.
For women, so Lloyd wears women no cut.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm still waiting for this thing to load on my laptop. This thing's old.
I just imagine. I imagine those are Lloyd's feet. Just.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
Just
those are
the
like what you
gr-
wear before. Yeah.
Those socks. So
Yeah.
Roski's like, this is madness. This is Operation Strix.
Operation no cut, low cut socks.
Oh my god. Well,
He just takes his socks and cuts around them.
oh my god. We've gone
What if
full
he wears
crack
those
with
kinds
this.
of
I love it.
shoes? What about those kinds of shoes that have like the toes? You can see the toes.
I was just thinking that.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my
Imagine,
god.
like,
You think
Lloyd
he wears
just
those
tiptoeing
socks
in
and
the
like
house?
individually covers the toes like gloves?
Yes.
He's just tiptoeing in the house with his like gripper.
I'm
gripper
imagining.
shoes.
Here's a good one. I'm imagining Lloyd is like a marathon runner, like or
He's a runner. He's a track star.
I'm thinking like Joe Rogan,
Oh, God.
Lloyd Forger.
On that note,
On that note, thanks for watching. No. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, Crow, but I also sent you a theory. Remember? Did you
Oh.
forget about it?
Yeah, I totally forgot about it. Here, let me
Oh
pull
my
it up real quick.
god! Thanks a lot.
I've got I had so many on here. Okay. Where?
Oh, jeez. I sent
I-
it in the DMs.
I have. Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, female SSS officer is Fiona's sister. I can't believe. Wait, I can't believe we didn't talk about her in this chapter.
I know. We kind of well, everything else was so good.
Yeah. Well, she didn't
I
really do
forgot.
anything yet.
She
She's
just really
like-
talked
she was
for
just
like
there.
2 panels. Yeah.
Yeah.
she was just there.
And I joked
She's
about how she
standing there.
just dressed like a Twitch streamer.
Yeah. She,
Not a Twitch
she gives me bitch vibes. I don't know. I feel like
yeah, she's got like the same eyes, I think, as Fiona is what I really think of. So I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe like she could be related to Fiona. I don't know. Something about her
I wonder what
vibe
her
and
hair
like
color is.
the short hair. She's
It looks
got like
purple, like dark purple.
it seems to be like gray tones. So I don't know why, but I thought she may be like a redhead or something.
Maybe she's a ginger.
Maybe she's also
Yeah.
related to Fiona and Anya.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I just wonder if I'm assuming this
mean,
won't be like animated though, because I wonder when.
What,
'cause
Loid being ginger?
I mean, like, to like tell what her hair color would be, because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe Endo likes to do illustrations of certain new characters that show up. So maybe if she like gets a bigger role in the future, he'll do like one then.
She's gonna get a cover before Sylvia.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
You dare say that? Oh my god!
I'm waiting for it. Yeah.
Don't say that, please. It has
Roski's
to be
raging
Sylvia.
in the background.
All right. Well, Roski left, thank God, because otherwise I wouldn't hear the end of it.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Yeah, we've hit on everything. We've lost all our brain cells. We're gonna call it here for this week, guys.
What about that new visual though for season 2?
I didn't even see it.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Let's see, where is it?
We're getting closer and closer to October, so it's like it's gonna be here before we know it.
I think it was in the general chat. Yes.
I just wonder how many episodes we're gonna get.
Yeah, very cute. It's got like all three of the forgers on a green poster and like kind of their spy Esper assassin outfits, and then the yellow poster with them being friendly and cute and adorable, and I love the illustration. I love Anya's face as she's like falling for some reason.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. I just see the Henderson body pillow in chat.
What was that body pillow too?
Oh dear god! Oh my god!
Elegance.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm done. I'm so done today.
You strip him and he's like, Eleganto.
Oh no! Oh, I gotta breathe. Oh my god.
That's it. I'm done. Spy Family's done for today.
Okay. I got tears
family.
It's fine.
Spy Family for one day. Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Also, I just gotta let you know that occasionally I heard like something over the speakers. I hope it didn't pick it up, but like
it did.
apparently there were some fires. There was like the fire alarm. The fire alarm was going off, and someone says all clear. I'm like, oh well.
Okay.
I don't know.
Don't worry, I'll put out the fires in editing. I'm ending this now. All right, everybody. See you next chapter. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And we'll see you again next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Jesus Christ.